day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Brittany Patterson and Shahid Hargrove. The two of you are both 19 years old. You've been together for 2 years. You have one child together. Things are a little rocky, and you've come to see me. I'm going to start with you, Ms. Patterson. Why don't you tell me what's going on in your relationship with Mr. Hargrove?
Well, me and Shahid are here to see if we should be together. We have communication issues, we have financial issues, and I'm sick and tired of it. Just 2 days ago, we got into an argument because he wanted to move to Gwinnett County, basically closer to his job, and he said he wanted to get out of the DeKalb County area. So for me, I said, okay, cool. I looked up some apartments, which Gwinnett County is kind of on the higher end. I looked up some apartments, and I also sent him something that was like $700-800.
Right.
So when I was telling him about it, he was just like, I guess he took it in a way as in, no, I'm saying like, I'm gonna move to Gwinnett County and we're gonna pay $900 on rent. And I was not saying it like that at all. I was just saying like,
This is what I
yeah,
found.
this is what, I'm just listening to what you said to me. I'm going by what you said. You say you wanna move close to your job to Gwinnett? That's what I did. I'm just going by what you said.
Well, what did he say to you? Did he get mad?
He was like, basically, $900 is too much money to be moving to Gwinnett County. We can't afford that. I was like,
which it is.
I was like, which it is too much. But I also sent you $700-800 apartments.
Did you get angry with her because she gave you a wide price range of apartments? Did you feel like pressured by it?
I honestly felt pressured because at the end of the day, I'm thinking of the future instead of just the present.
Yeah.
Present.
But do you see that you might have misread that? She was just, you said I want to move to this place.
Yeah,
These are how much the houses
That's
cost.
my goal. That was my goal. That's what I was trying to get through her head. That's my goal to move out there closer to my job. But if we're not financially stable to move out there, then I'm not going to make that move.
All she did was send you listings.
for.
Why did you feel that was pressuring you?
Because at the simple fact, she said, well, if you don't want to move out there, then I'm going to move by myself.
Or you skipped that part.
Yeah.
I only said that because we was already in the heat of the argument.
Oh, but you conveniently left that out. You conveniently left that out, bro. That's illegal in a court of law. That is illegal, bro. You untrustworthy to me. You'll tell me everything that I did wrong. I forgot to tie my shoe. I ain't bring the dog back in the house at the appropriate time. I ain't do this. I ain't do that. When the whole time you said you ain't perfect. You're not perfect. You're not perfect at all, bro. Left out, I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. It's I'm telling you, bro. Y'all know how I get. Y'all know how I get, bro. That's strike one. Strike one.
We was already in the heat of the argument. He wasn't understanding where I was coming from. I'm only listening to you,
But
baby.
that's where the communication come in from.
Right.
That's where the communication come in at. I told you, yeah, I want to move to Gwinnett. That's my goal. But when I tell you what I want to do, what's the issues of what we got to go through when we move there? We got to have transportation. We got to have somebody to watch our child, daycare or something.
Right.
That's going to take all our money.
I think you do have communication problems, but let me tell you what you missed. She just sent you you said, this is my goal to move here. And she just said, okay, I'm going to start looking stuff up and sending it to you so we know how much things cost. And you took it as she's considering outlandishly expensive apartments and I can't afford it and she doesn't understand. Do you see where you got it wrong?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I get where she coming from. Like, all right, maybe he could have worded it better. He could have, responded better. But I don't think that's wrong, bro. If we're in our budget, just stick to the goddamn budget. It's just like if you in a certain bracket, bro. If you're looking at houses that cost $250K to $350K, cool, and stay there. I ain't trying to see what's in the $500K. Like, all right, we'll look at that later on down the line. But if it ain't in my price range, like I ain't really trying to go there. Like, ladies, we love y'all and we get it. Y'all just try and help. Oh, we're moving. I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you that. I'm going to download this. I'm going to send the intake form to the leasing office. And then I'm going to check with my friend to see if she still knows the counsel. All right. We know that y'all gonna do all of that, but right now, right now, I'm just thinking about, all right, cool, bro. We gonna, like he said, we gonna get into the spot. We still gonna need a babysitter. We still gonna need food. We still gonna need BG&E. You'll get mad. You'll get mad if I don't take you out the way that I used to, or something like that. Like, all right, cool. Y'all gotta see where we be coming from too. Y'all gotta be you gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand where we be coming from too. We get it. We get it. You trying to be the best of it. I'm giving you everything. It's color coded. It's in different folders. We get it. We get it. But y'all gotta understand where we coming from too.
Yeah, I understand.
You get it?
Yeah.
You get it? That was you.
Yes.
All right. Tell me one time it was her.
I come home from work. She had an attitude. I said, "What's wrong?" Ignored me the whole time. I'm asking her, "What's wrong? What's wrong?"
Right.
She didn't want to say anything.
Right.
I said, "Let me give her space. I'm gonna let her have space." I get out, shower, ask her, "What's wrong?" She said, "You're the reason why I'm mad." I said, "Okay, let me know. What did I do to make you mad?" "Well, if you don't know what made me mad that you did, then we shouldn't be together."
Ain't that the famous quote? I mean, I'm just saying, how many times we done heard it, bro? How many times we done, I can't read your mind, and I'm not trying to read your mind. And if you can't tell me what your problem is, then you need to time out. It's time to go over there and time out. No electronics, no Wi-Fi, no social media, no nail paint, no none of that, bro. No, none of that. It's time to go sit down and chill out for a minute. Cause now you messing with me. Now you bothering me. I'm good. I'm chilling. And man, this I ain't lying, bro. I'm good. I'm over here. I'm good. I'm over here chilling. I'm making videos and all of that, bro. Then you walk past, and then, they're like, damn, what I done did? What's wrong with you? If you don't know what's wrong with me, then you shouldn't even. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do? What I done did? And now I gotta try to figure out what you mad for, and then I gotta talk to you about what you mad for, and then I gotta act like I understand why you mad for. When I was trying to keep playing 2K, I was just trying to keep leveling up on 2K, bro. Man, tell me I'm lying. You can't.
I can't read your mind. I can't sit here
What
and.
kind of comment is that? Did you say that?
I did say that. I said he did
What
make
were you
me mad.
angry about?
That day I was just like so frustrated. Like he came into the house, I had an attitude, yes. He came into the house, he didn't say, "Hey babe, you need a break." You didn't need nothing. I let him go take his shower. I let him take his shower.
Listen, let me tell you something, young lady. Men know what you tell them and nothing else. And if he loved me, he would know. If he he don't feel like you feel. He doesn't have the same hormones, the oxytocin. All of that is different. He can't feel how you feel. You got to tell that guy. He can't read your mind. If he loved me, he would. No. Some of the most obvious stuff to me, they miss. Because they're not thinking the way you are. They're not thinking from the position that you're in, or from the perspective that you have, or with the hormones that you're working with. So you gotta tell them. Yeah. And you gotta tell them a hard target. Don't just tell them that you feel some kind of way. You gotta tell them what I need. I need you to take the baby for an hour.
And it's that simple.
Even when I tell him that, he still just gets an attitude. He still gets an attitude. I have to force my breaks.
How you telling him?
As I say,
how you coming at him with it?
I don't come with him him through a whole attitude all the time. Sometimes it's like, "Hey babe, I really need a break," or sometimes so he'll get the baby for like 5-10 minutes, then give him back to me, and just like as in that's enough, you know. So
Okay, I got that. Other than that, other than the basic communication issues, what seems to be the problem? Is it about the young child that you have? You guys really weren't ready to have a baby.
We wasn't ready to have a baby at all. It was not planned. So
had you not had that baby, would you still be together?
In honesty, a lot of times I feel like we only together because of our baby.
That's tough, bro. That's a tough pill to swallow. I respect that for being honest. It takes a lot of courage and heart to be honest, but that's a tough pill to swallow, bro. The cold, honest truth. And it's sad. It's sad. It's unfortunate because children need and they deserve both parents. They do. They do. They deserve both parents, but they young, bro. They like 19. They 19 years old. Really just starting life. Can't even hit the bar yet. None of that, bro. And that ain't got nothing to do with them taking care of children, but just when you start to, measure, things with your age. 18, you get to, graduate high school, stuff like that. 21, you get your not license, but the bar and everything like that. If you decide to go, so it's bro. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and they always gonna have to work 2 times as harder because they're gonna be together 2 times longer. Normally, all right, cool, you might get married, let's say 30, 35, 24, something like that, like a little bit later on down the line, bro. But right now, before you even hit 20, they still teenagers. They just graduated, bro. They just graduated, bro. They still know where their degree at. Where your degree? Where's your degree, bro? If you watching this video and you graduate, bro, where's your degree? I bet you $1,000 right now, and you couldn't go lay fingertips on your degree right now if you needed to. They just graduated, bro. They just graduated and went straight into responsibility. Excuse me. Straight into responsibility, bro, because that's what you get. That's what you get with parenting. And not only just that, I mean, of course, you have your good times, you have your fantastic times, and then you have your extravagant times. But there are also times, a lot of the time, when you just got to be responsible. You have to be responsible, bro. So they signed up for a lot of responsibility at a young age. At a young age, bro. Growing up, I would always look at it like, oh, not saying that I wanted to be like that or I found anything wrong with it, but if you have a child while you're young, I'm like, all right, fine, cool. You get the child, take care of the child, grow with the child. You're still young. You can run around, jump and flip across the field with them and all of that stuff. All right, let's get it. But then as I get older, you start to realize how mature you have to be, how many sacrifices you got to make, all of that, bro. All of that, how much money you need to make to take care of them children. So, yeah, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. And for them, they're young, and they started real young. I wish them the best because, like I said, children need and deserve both parents, bro. They do, but they not made out of me being in love with you and you being in love with me and you taking the time to get to know me taking the time to get to know you, me going over, meeting your grandma, your mama, and all of that. That's not how they made. They're made from adults making adult decisions, doing.
Mr. Hargrove, how do you feel about that?
I feel like if we didn't have our son, I feel like we would have still been. She might not feel like that, but in my heart, in my mind, I feel like we would have been together. But it's just all I want from her is to understand my points of views on communicating on certain things. Sometimes once she get her point of view across, my point of view doesn't care. My point of view doesn't matter. It's just
Give me an example of that.
I'll be like, okay, I'm finna go out and I'm finna go get some stuff. She'll be like, well, no, I've been with the baby all day. You need to come in here and wash my side. I'll be like, but you just told me that we need some things for the house. But you're saying that I don't provide for the house, so I'm trying to go out here and get some stuff for the house, do things for the house. But you want to disagree with me and say, no, you need to stay here with your son. You haven't been with him all day. I haven't been with him all day because I've been at work, trying to provide for us.
My understanding is, and I think this is part of the problem, that she has a lot of anger. I want you to tell me, start off with, what's the worst thing that she's done? What is the wildest thing she's done in a fit of rage?
This goes back to the apartment situation. After we didn't agree on what was going on, and she said that, oh, I'm just gonna leave. You can stay here. I'm gonna leave. I'm still moving. I was like, okay, cool. I come back in the room and all my clothes are cut up. Why does all my clothes have to be cut up over a situation of communication? Just because you bought some of them clothes that you bought me doesn't mean that you come in there and put everything up. That doesn't make any sense.
Now, Ms. Patterson, did you do that?
I did do that, but I only did that because in the heat of the argument, he said, "You don't do nothing for me. You not here for me." I said, "I've been holding you down since day one. When you didn't have a job, I was the only one there to take you in. My family took him under his wing. When he didn't have a job, I was paying for everything. I was paying for dates, our movies, everything. And I feel like he's unappreciative to that. So all the clothes that I bought him with my own money, yes, I ripped them up.
Now you
I
just
ripped them up.
explained to me like that. Explain that to me like that actually made sense.
Because it did. To her, in her mind, it did. Oh, I bought them, so I rip them up. That's like throwing your money straight down the trash, bro. It's the dumbest. That's the dumbest stuff in the world. I never understand what you get from that besides the temporary feeling of like, all right, I cut it up. So my thing with it is, after you cut the clothes up, all right, you feel good. Then what? You go back into the room, get right back on Facebook. Then you got to wait for me to get home. I might get home late. I might not notice the first night. Then when I notice, I might not really care at the minute. I might overlook. You going through all of that. Then you going to get madder. Then you going to get mad. That's another one, fellas. I'm man. You really want to get mad. I'm talking about hot. I'm talking about hot. Go in there when she ripped your clothes up. Well, for one, nah, you shouldn't be ripping. If she ripping the clothes up, then she gotta go. Let her walk. But if you coming in the clothes, don't say nothing, bro. Don't flip out. Don't spaz. Act like you ain't even see it. I ain't even see it. Walk past. Damn. Who clothes is that? And get straight back to it, bro. I'm telling you.
You really did. You weren't just like, woo. Let me tell you.
Like,
you said in the heat of the argument, I said I would just move. Remember earlier you said in the heat of the argument, I said I would just move without you. You didn't really mean that, did you?
No, I didn't mean that.
So he said something in the heat of the argument, and you're holding him to it.
Yeah.
Like that's how he really feels. That's what it really is. Oh, so if you feel like that,
Yeah, and I feel
I'm
like
gonna go and tear up your clothes.
since everything that, it was like, since I don't do nothing for you, everything that I bought and I paid for,
You're
what's the
missing
point?
the point.
Yeah.
You're still missing the point. Still missing the point. The point is you got stuck on some mean stuff that he said. When you know full well that people say stupid stuff in arguments, because you just told me the stupid thing you said in the argument, I'm going to move without you. You didn't mean that. You were just angry. So he said something in anger. And so you can't take that seriously. But you've taken it to heart
Yeah,
and
I took it to heart.
responded to that and then paid the stupid tax.
Yeah.
Because he's got to replace those clothes.
Of course, I'm gonna replace them.
No.
I'm gonna.
That means out of the house.
Yeah.
You guys got 12 cents at the end of the month. I know it. Don't tell me because I know.
Exactly.
And now you got to take that 12 cents and rebuy stuff you already bought. It's not, I'm going to go replace it. You're in a household. Now that money is out of the household. It's out of your baby's belly. It's off your baby's behind. You know, it's not him against you. It's y'all against the world. Are you with me?
Yeah, I understand.
What is the worst thing that he's done in a fit of rage?
So the worst thing he has done, I want to say, is like he went missing on me. He went missing on me, as in
For how long?
a week, probably more than that. I had to call his family, call his job to make sure he was okay.
That is a huge thing, and I do want to talk about it, but I also want to talk about the fact that you believe that he is a follower and you are not comfortable with his friends, and that when he leaves and hangs with his friends, it causes you concern.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that.
Man, look at how y'all got my judge stressed out, bro. Look at how y'all got my judge stressed out, bro. She look like she's stressing, gang. Look at this. Look at this, bro. She look like she's stressing. Look, that's the signal. I ain't really supposed to be telling y'all this right now. I could lose my quarter rally hood. I could lose my quarter rally hood, bro. But this right here, that's the signal. You see that? This right here is the T. This right here this means get the fuck out of here. That's what that means right there, bro. They got her stressing, but they young, man. They young. They don't know no better. She gonna tell them better, and they like she just did. She not gonna hear it. They not gonna hear it. They young. They are young, bro. You just got done listening to people tell you what homework to do, what when to go out for recess, when is lunch and all. You just got done listening to people tell you what to do for 13, 14 years or something like that, bro. 13 or 14 or something, yeah. They ain't hearing you right now. They are not hearing you right now. Don't stress out about it. I got you. Don't worry about it. Hit the like button for Judge T, man. If you don't do it for me, do it for Judge T. Oh, see, I do some shit. Look. Messing with y'all, I do something like that and leave it on mute.
Your sister was here on divorce court before, and I want you to see what happened, and then we're going to talk to her about what she's saying at your house. Go ahead and roll the clip.
I took in my 2 teenage sisters because at the age of 18, because my mother couldn't be a mother and the state was getting ready to take them. He know how I feel. I know how I feel to be in state custody being passed around. You know, they was teenagers. They was rebellion teenagers, which I felt like they just needed a little bit guidance. They just needed a little bit help, the same help that I needed when I was their age. So I put them in counseling, I put them in this, and he felt like all that time I was giving to them and the children, I should have been giving to him. But at the same time, I felt like these are my sisters.
Sisters, and you had an obligation.
And I was obligated.
Why don't you come up, Jessica Patterson, come up, stand by your sister there. What do you see going on at their house?
A lot. Well, it started in my house. And this is what happens when you blend two different households together, well, backgrounds. He come from a very structured household, mother, father, everything. So he was, I want to say, raised the right way. She doesn't come from that, so she doesn't understand how to deal with conflict. I tried my hardest to show her, but when two teenagers want to get together and have children and want to play house, they don't understand what comes with that, and that's what they just don't get.
Right.
And the communication, like, she sometimes thinks I take his side. I'm not taking his side, but right is right, wrong is wrong. You go from 0 to 100 too freaking fast. You could have handled that in a whole different way. Like I tell her, it took me a long time to get there, but I'm still here to show you. When I allowed him to come stay with me, when I started seeing the anger, her being sad, when he did go missing, but the reason she could not get in touch with him was because she took his phone.
She keep it 1,000, bro. She need to get a seat, come right here, sit next to me, and we could chop it up. I'm A Mike, you B Mike, or you. I'm sorry, I'm B Mike, you A Mike. You got to get him to leave, fellas. You got to get. But yeah, she keep it 1,000. She keep it 1,000, bro, and that's how you make people better. I love that. Mean I love you. That mean I love you. If I love you, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna back you 1,000%. You know, I ain't gonna leave you out there to dry. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're wrong, bro. I like that. She love her sister. She care about her sister. She keeping it 1,000 with her sister and him. And she cool because she letting them get the spot. Y'all remember when y'all was 19, bro. You did not. Well, maybe you did, but most of us, bro, you ain't had a spot, bro. You ain't had a spot. So big sister being cool, letting them do that Dougie in there. That's all right, man. I ain't mad at her. Man. Good guess. She's a good feature.
So how she gonna get in touch with him?
And it was something that was not his, and he keeps saying that. Yeah.
But you get where you're wrong with that again.
I get where I was wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, you get where we're wrong with that. Ms. Patterson, how you and your husband doing?
Oh, we're great.
You doing great. You were little Bonnie and Clyde, little thugged out ghetto Bonnie and Clyde. It was wonderful. And they were trying to make it. They were in it to win it. And I'm so glad you're still together. And you need to listen to your sister, because she knows what she's talking about, because this is going to be a long, hard journey and a struggling road. Ms. Patterson, I'm going to ask you to have a seat there, and thank you very much for coming. I want you to tell me why you don't like his friends.
One time he almost got locked up behind his friends. They had an altercation at a store. His friends put him in the middle of a situation.
So it was just a hot mess.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mr. Hargrove, do you understand that once you enter the realm of parenthood, you can no longer sit in the streets, because you have obligations that are beyond you. If you get shot, that's a sad thing. Yeah. But if your child's father gets shot, it's a tragedy. Yeah. You chose to have a child, so you can't do that no more. You know what I mean? You just gotta let it alone. You just gotta let it alone. There's so much I want to tell you to. So much I want to tell you to. I'll do the best I can in the time I got left. You two have to enter into what I call a married state of mind. And a married state of mind puts you two and your baby here and the rest of the world there. What I see with a lot of 19-year-olds and young people who are in relationships, they are on opposite sides of the fence. One of them is winning and one of them is losing. One's getting taken advantage of. One feels like they can do everything. You know, everybody's on different sides. That's what allows you to tear up clothes. That's what allows you to take a phone. That's
Man, goddamn it, there's 19-year-olds and 91-year-olds out here doing it. I love you, Judge, but I got to disagree. I don't think that is based or limited to a certain age group, man. There's grown women out here still acting like that. Grown. My thing with it is, bro, is what was the saying? You know better, you do better. You knew better, you do better. Whatever the case, whichever one it is. And that's why for me, I'm like, bro, you gotta want to do better. You have to have a want to do better. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And that's why I'm saying, like, for them, hopefully there's the good thing about it is it's a double-edged sword. You're young, so you still got time, but again, you're young, so you're not going to get it, or you're not supposed to get it, quote unquote. Technically, you're not supposed to get it, but either way, like I say, bro, I hope they cool. Yeah, she might, get a little out the chart sometimes, whatever, fine, cool. He, still young, want to hang out, do all of this other stuff. It's just young people problems. They young people problem. But go ahead. No. I lied. It's not just all young. It's not. I promise you it's not. But they young. Am I young? Forever young? Young?
what allows you to get so angry about something that she did or said. You take it to the nth degree when it really isn't that important. So you've got to enter into a married state of mind. Remember, before you open your mouth about anything, I gotta make it comfortable with this other person. If I were you, I would invest in seeing somebody about my anger.
Yeah.
Because anger comes from insecurity. People who are fearful and insecure, they get angry because that's their best defense. And whatever you do, I mean whatever you do,
Don't have another one.
don't have no more babies. Because you guys got to really level up just to take care of the one that you got. Did you hear what I said? Listen, and if you're not sure, ask her. She got some sense. I know, because I know her. That's why I brought her back. I know she's got some sense. She was raised in a horrible situation, and that's why I brought her back.
Bro. Wake the fuck, man. Bro, gone.
I know she's got some sense. She was raised in a horrible situation, as were you, but she made a whole lot of conscious decisions to make her life different than where it was going. That's a person who can see past corners. You need to see past a few corners. If you can't, ask her. She's on y'all's side because you are in a married state of mind. You with me? I wish you, it's gonna be a tough road, I ain't gonna lie. But I wish you the best. I really, really do. Because I wish your child to have that strong parent situation going on so they can get where they're going. I want a hug from you, Jessica Patterson, because I remember you. Thank you so much for coming and loving your family the way you do. You got it?
Yes.
I'm gonna get you a tape of this and I'm gonna replay it for you and holler at you every day if you don't get it right. This matter is adjourned.
They was young, bro. They was young. Young. Nah, I'm messing with y'all. I know I said that at least 1,000 times, but that's the truth. That's the truth, bro. They were young, and they're going to have to work twice as hard. They're going to have to work twice as hard, but is it impossible? I don't think it's impossible. And I think Shorty going to have to get, some help with that tornado. I said tornado. With that tornado, with throwing them tornado. No, not tornado, volcano. But those volcanoes, when you get mad and then you explode, and then you get mad at me because you got mad and exploded, and then I stepped in the hot lava and now I'm mad. Now you mad because I'm mad about you being mad. I'll say it. No, I ain't gonna say it again. I'm lying. Rewind it again and slow it down. That's the truth. That's the truth. And I think a lot of the times in relationships, bro, I don't want to say we got to remember, we always got to be mindful that you can't pick how a person reacts to what you say, what you do, or what you tell them. You can't pick that. You can't sit up and say, well, I only told him that I lied about everything before I met him. Like, that wasn't a big deal. Like, that might not be a big deal to you, but that's a big deal to me. Or you can't be like, oh, I forgot to tell her that, I don't really like country music or rock music or R&B music, and then you're like, oh, well, she might really love that. That might be something that she really love. Yeah, bro. So it's again, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But will it be? Is it possible? Yeah, I definitely say that it's possible. Now, as far as bro go, again, that really all come down to a mature thing. That really all come down to a mature thing. Because a lot of the time, bro, you just got to be able to, I don't want to say, ignore her. Well, again, with the clothes, like I said, bro, I would ignore her. I wouldn't even do nothing. I wouldn't even do nothing. I'll let her get, she hot. She won't get hot. But I wouldn't even do nothing, bro, because the more you feed into it, the more fuel you give it, the higher the fire going to go. The higher the fire going to go. Damn, I can't say fire. I ain't going to edit that. I don't think I'm going to edit that. I was fire. Yeah, bro, but again, that's just with the age thing. That's just him being young and having a, mature. Same thing about hanging out and doing all of that other stuff. And, we stay away from the cuss. We ain't never seen cuss before. We don't do none of that over here. So, yeah, that just come with maturing. And like I say, it's unfortunate, but for their goal, for what they try and do, they're going to have to work twice as hard. They're going to have to work twice as hard. And in my opinion, I think it's worth it. I know it's worth it because they got that child. They had that child together. So y'all stick together. Y'all thug it out. Y'all get right. Balance each other out. You can balance me and I can balance you. Ask you a question. Yeah, y'all get all of that together. Then y'all make some more babies, some more cheerleaders. And have them running around this motherfucker saying, hey, I'm ready to watch Undefeated today. Y'all let me know what y'all gonna say about that video. Okay, I gotta go holler at my brother. Shout out to my brother Drizzy J. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that video. I was about to say RTG, GTG, the family, man. It's always love. And I'm out.